Okay, so hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. So I've got a really exciting video for you. I'm doing a girl talk number 4 or 5. I have done so many of these girl talks over the last 2 years now, and I thought I'd do another one because it's been a while. I might sit up here actually with my blanket on me. Is that a better idea? Oh, hang on, I'm having a moment. Here we go. I like that better. I feel like I need to put something pink on the background because I'm watching Corrie from 2010. Right, I've put a background on, but it seems to just look white, so that's not that great. Anyway, I've got this cute little top on. I am chilling in my bedroom, and I've asked on my story for some questions or specific topics that you want me to discuss. So here we are. I'm gonna get my phone quick. I'm filming on my bed and I really wish I wasn't now, but I've already set it all up, so that's not too good, is it? Right, let's have a look at these questions. Hang on. Right, here we go. So I have not looked at any of these questions at all. So yeah, right, let's get started. Oh my god, okay. Let's have a look. I'm just clicking to it. Okay, here we go. So, tips for the first time you meet a boy. Okay, I'm going to sit back up here. So, meeting a boy for the first time. Obviously, I'm with my boyfriend. I have been with Ellis for... Oh, of course they put an ad in it. That's bloody stupid. Let's skip that. Right. What? It's gone. Oh my god, are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Okay, let's just put this on. Whatever. Right. Obviously, I've met Ellis before, my boyfriend. I met him in London. I was shiting it. Like, I was 14. I'm 16 now. I was 14. And I kind of only just turned 14 too. I feel like when you go to meet a boy, have kind of your intentions set in your head. Obviously, if you're older, you'll have different intentions than if you're younger, possibly. But I think don't rush into things until you know for sure. I think that is definitely the key. Like, me and Ellis, we FaceTimed everything. The first time we met, we had our first kiss. It was in London. It was really cute. Yeah, we had our first kiss, but obviously it's only a kiss. It's not really like we shagged in the bushes in London. So all we did was kiss. I was 14, he was 15. I feel like a lot of people wouldn't kiss on the first time meeting, and to be honest, I probably wouldn't have. It is literally because I felt so comfortable with him, and if I didn't, I probably wouldn't have kissed him back. Do you know what I mean? Like, I probably would like a bit uncomfortable, but I wasn't, because I just knew I loved him and wanted to be with him forever and ever. And here we are. Well, two and a half years later. But yeah, I think for meeting a boy for the first time, make sure if you're older, you know, well, any age, shave your legs, you know. If you're a bit older, you know, shave your tender area. That sounds really weird. Obviously smell nice. Mint spray, breath spray, that is the way to go, and bring it with you. I did when I met Ellis, and I was like the whole time. I feel like also only meet them if you know you're going to feel comfortable with them, because otherwise it's just going to be a horrible waste of a day if you're literally going to spend the day feeling horrible around them. Like, you wouldn't spend the day around a friend you felt uncomfortable with, so don't spend it around a boy. End of. Okay. Is sex, I'm not saying it in case I get demonised, painful. So I have my body count's 1. Nothing wrong if it's higher, nothing wrong if you haven't lost it. It's just mine is 1 because I've been with the same boy for 2.5 years now. I would say everyone's different. From talking to other people, it can be so painful, and some people even bleed, which is completely normal. Personally, for me, it wasn't too bad. Like, it was bearable. I think it all depends on the body. It all depends on everything, really. It depends on a lot of things, like how high your pain tolerance is. I have quite good pain tolerance, I can't speak. But yeah, I wouldn't worry about it. If it hurts, that's completely normal, because I know a lot of people get worried, and it can bleed, so don't worry about that either. Okay. Whenever I have a boyfriend, it is awkward and we can't make conversation. Any tips? Right, oh, also this girl's put, I'm 13 and haven't had my first kiss. Any advice? So, you're 13, that is probably why it's awkward. Obviously, I was 14, but I've always been like, mine was kind of a bit different. Mine was more personal, my relationship. But you thinking of other relationships of people I know when they were 13 and 14, it is like that. I had a boyfriend when I was 12. That's literally like the year under 13, and yeah, it is awkward. It is so awkward, especially at that age. Like, it's not gonna be like snogging in the bed and long chats till midnight in your bedroom together because you are 13. You don't need to worry about that. If you think, oh god, I'm too shy, I need to talk with this boyfriend, you aren't ready to have a boyfriend. Like, I know that sounds really like you don't need a boyfriend, but honestly, if you aren't comfortable talking to them naturally, and if you feel like you genuinely can't, then you aren't ready to have a boyfriend, and don't force that or pressure it, because otherwise it's just a waste of your and his time. It's fine. Boys being older in a relationship, I really want to talk about this because me and my boyfriend are a year and 7 months apart. We were 14 and 15 when we got together. He's born in January 2003. I was born in August 2004. I am currently in year 12, and if he was still in education, he would be in year 13. We are a school year apart. People have had a massive issue with him being older than me, not even 2 years older. I don't get it. Yeah, at one point we were 15 and 17, but the thing is, so what? Like, it would be weird. Maybe it would be weird if he was 20 and I was 16. No, even then it wouldn't, because in the UK the legal age is 16. But I'm not being funny. If I'm 15, if I'm 15, he's 16. He then turns 17. What are we gonna do? Break up until I'm 16, even though we got together when I was 14 and he was 15? Age is bullshit. Obviously, don't let someone take advantage of you if you are like 15 and they're like 20, or even if you're 15, they're 17 and you've never met, because yeah, that might be a little bit dodgy. But when you've already been going out when you're both young, like, it baffles me how people are annoyed. Like, I'm 16, Ellis is 17 right now. He's gonna be 18 he's gonna be 18 this week. I bet people are still gonna have an issue, even though you can date at 16 and 18. It's legal. As long as you're 16 in the UK, it's fine. And so what? So what if it wasn't? So, honestly, so what? It's not even 2 years. It's just how our birthdays worked out. We're a school year apart. It is so stupid. Anyway, how to move on from an ex you're still friends with. Don't be friends with them at all. I'm not being funny. Thinking back from when I was in school and I had like little relationships, well, I was going out with one boy for like 2 years when I was younger, then 6 months, and then about a year-ish. This was when I was like 11 and 12 and 13, so they really weren't that, you know. But at that time, you think they're real, you know they're real, do you know what I mean? Like, and to be honest, my nan and granddad have been together since they were 12, so you know what I mean, it can happen. And at that time, thinking back, like, they all seemed so serious. And I remember I was in a relationship with a boy and I loved him at the time. And we were in like a friendship group, but it didn't work because you cannot be friends with an ex and get over them. I know this is really controversial. You can be on good terms with an ex, obviously. You don't have to just hate them and be on bad terms with them. You literally don't at all. I'm just saying, you can't, I swear that, you can't be close friends with your ex. You can't, because you're never going to get over them, especially if you're older. You're never going to get over them. And if you can be friends with your ex and get over them, then you never really were in love. Because let me tell you now, if me and Ellis broke up, I would not be able to face seeing him ever again. And that's because I would just be deeply depressed and beside myself. Right, let's skip that. So yeah, the reason you're not getting over him is because you're friends. Don't be friends with him. I know it sounds harsh, but you can't be friends with an ex. Right, what's the next one? How to be confident and love your body when you are extremely flat. So, I'm quite blessed to have boobies, but I'm not blessed to have a bum. So I kind of know what it's like being flat. I hate that word, but yeah. So I didn't have boobs, obviously, when I was like, obviously when you're writing this, you could be like 12, 13, whatever, even 14. Your boobs aren't done growing. Neither is your belly. It's not done growing. By the time you're 18, you could have You couldn't, but you might not be flat. Anyway, regarding this having confidence, I truly believe it is so silly because bodies are trends. If you look back in the early 2000s, it was a trend to not have a bum, not have boobs, be as skinny as anything. Paris Hilton, Britney Spears, all of them, they were all skinny and flat. Now it's a trend to have massive boobs, massive bum, a figure like that, massive hips, like Kim, Kylie, all of them. It's a trend. Do you know, probably in the next 10 years it'll be a trend to be flat again. It's so stupid. So don't worry. Don't worry. And you can be confident, because I just believe that I've never looked at someone with no boobs out and about and thought, oh, look how flat they are. Like, what? I've never done that in a million years, and I know how it feels because I get really down about my bum especially, and I just think, oh, I wish it was bigger, but it's only how society's making us feel. Trust me. Bodies are trends and they shouldn't be. It's so stupid. Okay. I really want a boyfriend but can't find the right person for me. Any advice? Stop looking. Genuinely stop looking. If you're looking for the right, if you really want a boyfriend and you can't find one, that is because no one's come along for you yet. What's going to happen there is, it's always when you want something in life you can't have it, so stop wanting it and it will come along. I was obsessed with boys when I was in like year 7 and 8, and yeah, about year 7 and 8 I was obsessed with boys. I wanted a boyfriend so badly. I always had a boyfriend. Year 9 I was like, no, I can't be arsed. Start of year 10, guess who came into my life? Ellis. Yeah, that's because I stopped wanting one. I stopped looking. So stop looking and you'll find the love of your life. That's my advice for you. Right, let's have a look here. Hating school. I absolutely hated school with a passion. Right, if you hate school, I've got some tips for you. Count down the days till you leave, even if you're in year 7. I genuinely have been counting down the days till I leave, probably from year 8, on the countdown app on my phone. I used to look at it nearly every day on the way to school, thinking how many days do I have left in this hellhole. It makes it a lot easier if you have close friends. I lost my close friends. It wasn't an argument, we just drifted apart. And after that, oh my god, I thought school was vile. I used to literally, I remember it got to like the end of year 10 and I would sit there in my school planner and I'd literally like write the days, like count the days, how long I've left like in the month and everything, and I would just be like, please just count down the days and it will go so quick. Genuinely, I can't believe I've finished school. Like, I can't explain how much I hated school, and it's all over now. And trust me, it will go quicker than you think. And if you want to take your mind off of it, what I used to do is, like, in school I used to just write down stuff, like my goals in life. Well, I always tried to make sure no one was sitting next to me because I didn't want them reading it. Yeah, but just count down the days. It will be over soon, trust me. Okay. High school and bullying, if you ever experienced any. I wouldn't say I was badly bullied at all, but I have gone through being picked on quite a lot. I was picked on in year 7 for my forehead and my skin, because I had really bad skin and my forehead is big. I remember this boy came up to me like really trying to measure it. They all thought it was hilarious, but it really got me down. I was literally 11 years old. Like, I felt so shy about myself. Like, it was horrible. And then obviously when people found out about my YouTube channel in about year 10, I'd say, are absolutely awful. Oh my god, the girls would take the piss out of me. Like, not all girls, not at all. A lot of the girls were really kind about it. I remember I went into film. I was barely ever in school due to other reasons, medical problems. And I remember I changed seats that day in film, and the girl in front was chatting shite about me to some boy, and I was like, I'm behind you, hun. But yeah, boys, horrible. I just thought it was awful. I remember I got put in isolation for having nails on, and I refused to take them off because I paid £30 for them. I want my nails on, hun. I love the nails. Anyway, so they put me in isolation. Like, what's the point. And I remember this other boy was in there that I hated with a passion. Oh my god, I literally, thinking of him, it's making me angry. Can we have a code name? We'll call him, what should we call him? What can we call him? I can't think of a name because I don't want to call him another person's name that I know. Do you know what I mean? What should we call him? Carl. No, I can't say Carl. That's stupid. We'll call him Jeremy. No, that don't suit him. What should we call him? What should we call him? Tom. That's alright. I only know one Tom and he was from our primary school, so that's fine. So, Tom. Oh my god, my biggest hatred ever. I've never known someone, genuinely, I could punch him thinking about him. He completely tore me apart. I remember we were on a school trip once, a geography school trip, because he was in my geography, and he was, oh my god, the most humiliating thing on the coach. He was playing my YouTube videos. I've never wanted to die more. I literally wanted to sink. And I remember I literally, oh, what actually happened? I've wiped out most memories from school. But I remember, what happened? I think I was behind him and I got really angry and I literally shouted at him on the coach, and I stood up for myself because I was like, that's just, oh, it's making me angry thinking about it. And then I remember in geography, he used to take the absolute pee out of me. Once I just got up and left. I actually stopped attending geography lessons. It wasn't that I was upset he was doing it. I get really angry and I didn't want to have to control my hands to him, so I just stopped attending geography lessons. Don't really care. Didn't end up taking the GCSEs anyway. Got a 2. Don't care. I've got what I needed to get into college. That's fine. Anyway, yeah. So I was in isolation. I remember he came in and he was next to me. All he was doing was picking on me. He was calling me ugly, just saying that my family are homeless, like saying absolute shite. Like, mate, we got a mortgage, hun. Look. And what's even funnier is it's usually the people that actually do have struggles that do it, because he was not the most, you know, blessed child, which does make me feel bad for him, but just don't take it out on others. It's bloody stupid. There was multiple boys that I hated. I absolutely hated. But do you know what? There was a lot of boys that were lovely and a lot of girls that were lovely. And it is hard to focus on the good over the bad, but yeah. That was a long-winded question. I'm very sorry about that. Okay. Toxic friends. So I've been through... No, I'd say I've been through toxic friendship once, I'd say. And this was when I was younger, but that still counts. I was literally in like year 7. My best friend for years. It wasn't healthy really. She was going through struggles. I was attached to her because I literally loved her so much. She was my bestest friend ever. And then one day she just blocked me after Christmas in 2017, either after 2016 or 2017. When would it have been? 2017. I was heartbroken. Oh, it was horrible. Anyway, other than that, guys, I'm getting really cold. I might have to like put this blanket on me. It's alright, we're getting cozy together. And then I had 2 best friends who I miss to this day. They were one of the girls I knew from when I was 4 years old. Went to primary, secondary together. Love her. Do you know what? I hate when people have bad feelings towards friends when they didn't do really anything to them. Like, my 2 best friends, ex-best friends, we fell apart because of both of us. You can't blame... It takes 2 people, usually, to break a friendship up. And... oh, it's gonna make me cry! It's horrible. But do you know, I miss them every single day. I have dreams about them. It's stupid. It's so stupid, but do you know what? If you have a broken friendship and that friendship breaks up, no matter how close you thought you were, no matter how long you thought you were going to be friends for, if you aren't friends, if it broke up, then you weren't meant to be friends. It's so sad. But my best friend Katie, we've been friends since the day I was born. Our mum's best friends. She lives an hour away. Like an hour and a half away. We barely see each other. But even when we don't make the effort to see each other, we're still like this. That friendship will last forever, and I know it will, because, and if it don't, it wasn't meant to be, but it will, because you just know, do you know what I mean? These two girls that I'm no longer friends with, it obviously wasn't meant to be. No matter how much you miss them, no matter how much you love them, broken friendships are, I would say, just as heartbreaking, if not more, than boyfriends and girlfriends breaking up, or girlfriend and girlfriend, boyfriend and boyfriend. I didn't mean to sound discriminating there. But thinking about the pain I went through from being dumped by my two best friends and replaced, actually, horrible. It's not their fault, by the way, at all. It was my fault and their fault. It was all of our faults. We just weren't meant to be friends, clearly. But yeah, horrible, absolutely horrible. But yeah, toxic friends. I would say afterwards I had a group of friends. They were nice. I had a really close friend at school called Ellie. Really liked her. She was kind of my little saviour after my two best friends left me. So yeah, thank you for that if you're watching, Ellie. But I remember, like, nearer to the end of school, I remember like these people were like having a party, and I was meant to be like their close friend. I don't even think the party ever happened, but they were all just talking about it in front of me, and then I was never invited. I was like, okay, hun, whatever, but I don't want to come to your party anyway. Yeah, God, I got a bit deep there, didn't I? Right, this is going to be quite a long video. I'm really enjoying filming this. Any sex advice for first time? So, sex advice, ladies or boys, whoever you are. I would say definitely lose it with someone you feel comfortable with. I am so lucky. I'm going to be honest, I lost my virginity quite young, but I'm still with him. I'm still with him. Yeah, we might break up, but I've been with him for over 2 years, and I don't regret it in the slightest. I don't regret it at all. I never will, because I felt comfortable with him. I'm still with him. And you know what? Do not lose it unless you feel comfortable. I would say if you're drunk at a party, don't bother, because you won't remember it and you're going to regret it. Don't do it if you regret it. If you know you're going to regret it, do it with someone you feel comfortable with. And I think it's a lot easier when you lose it with someone if it's their first time too, because then I feel like if I'd lost my virginity with someone that they'd done it like loads, I'd be like, oh, I'm not very good, is my hole good enough for you? Do you know what I mean? But like, I think try and save it. Obviously, if you don't want to, do whatever you want. Try and save it for someone you feel comfortable with, because losing it can be quite daunting for some people. I mean, I didn't really find it a big deal. I just thought, it's gone. And you know what? The first time it isn't going to be nice. It probably won't be nice the first few times, because you're going to be with, most people do have a few different partners, whatever. What I think's good about staying with one partner is if you're shit the first time you do it together, like if it's quite not really enjoyable, you get better together, and then it's like you start using everything you want. It starts getting interesting. Do you know what I mean? That's what I like about staying with someone. But then, because this is what people say. I've had people say to me, oh my god, you're wasting your youth. You could be going out sleeping with loads of boys, having loads of fun, having sex. I don't want to, because when I'm with Ellis, I feel comfortable with him. We know what each other likes, and we can try different things. If I was going out sleeping with loads of different boys, they don't know my body, I don't know his, we don't know what each other likes. We can't in that one night try all different things and progress together. Do you know what I mean? Like, it sounds geeky, I know, but I mean, if you want to have fun, go have fun. I couldn't care either way, but I'm not regretting being young and having a boyfriend. Does that make sense? God, I am going off on tangents. But yeah, sex advice, simple as, just do it with someone you feel comfortable with, because it won't be awkward. It'll be awkward. I promise I'm not trying to be weird, but can you talk about discharge? I thought it was abnormal at first. Okay, right, I know this sounds really weird. I hit puberty quite young. I literally got like armpit and fanny hair when I was literally like 7. It sounds really weird. I didn't get my period till I was 12, which is quite a normal age. But I got discharged from the age of like 8, and it sounds really weird, but I was really worried. I thought, what am I doing? I'm liquidating, girls. What am I doing? I still get it now. I get it really bad. It's right, when I think I was about 10, 11, I got it so bad. I used to have to actually wear panty liners, because it would like make my knickers wet. I'm talking absolute, what am I even talking about online, but yeah, I can't wait for my nan to watch this, and my granddad. But yeah, it's normal, it's completely normal. Like, some people get it heavy. Obviously, if it's like green, probably go get it checked, but other than that, it's pretty much normal. And you tend to get more, like, lots of heavy discharge just before you start your period. So if you haven't come on your, like, started your period yet, and if you're really heavy discharge and you're like, what is going on, you're probably about to start your period. The pill, what's your opinion? Side effects? So I am on the pill. I'm on microgygon. I've heard that that's like quite a dodgy one to be on, but it's working for me. To be honest, my pill, I think it's done nothing to me. Ooh, obviously it contracepts me, like it stops me from, well, it don't completely stop, it's like a percentage of stopping you from having a little bubba when you have intercourse. So I would say go to the doctor. I don't think you have to have a parent with you or anything, or a guardian, so just go if you want to be put on it and just ask what's best for you. They had to be careful with me because I'm on other medication, I have other things, so they put me on that one because they thought it would be best for me. Don't go, like, I've seen people on TikTok, they're like, oh, my boobs have grown because of the pill, and then people are like, what pill are you on? Don't go to the doctor and be like, can I have this one please, because this girl on TikTok's boobs grew because of it. Everyone reacts differently. You can lose weight from it, you can put on weight from it, your boobs can grow from it, you can get heavier periods, lighter periods, your periods can disappear, they can become irregular, more regular. Literally, there is an abundance of different symptoms and side effects of the pill. I don't think it's done really anything drastic for me. Which is good, and if it did start affecting me, and if it was because of the pill, I would just simply get it changed. But yeah, I'm quite happy with it, and I'm not pregnant. So. How do I help my touch deprivedness, if that is even a word? Touch yourself, hon. Get yourself some nice lingerie and have a bit of fun. Right, yeah. Dangerous having sex at 15 because you won't be on the pill. No. It's not dangerous. Obviously it can be dangerous to have sex at any age, but no, not at all, because you can be on the pill at 15. People go on the pill when they're like 12 for other reasons, because of like irregular periods, period cramps. I was on the pill when I was 14, so no, it's not at all. And you don't have to just use the pill. You can use a condom, implant. Do you think body counts matter? Why does everyone make a big deal of them? Right, so obviously when me and Ellis got together, I hadn't slept with anyone, he hadn't slept with anyone, we hadn't done anything with anyone because I was 14, he was 15. I think, I'm going to be completely honest here, I would be intimidated if a boy had a high body count. Yeah, that sounds really bad, but I would be, simply because I am conscious of how I am. Do you know what I mean? So like, obviously if it's like 5, whatever, but if a boy has a body count like 25, I'm thinking, am I gonna be good enough? Am I gonna give him what he needs? Do you know what I mean? Like, I would just overthink it. If he told me his body count was that high, I'd be like, okay. I wouldn't think, you're a F boy. I'd think like, am I gonna be good? When a girl says, oh, like, I've slept with 100 people, it don't actually bother me. It only bothers me when boys say it, because I think, like, well, it don't bother me random people saying it anyway, but like, if my best friend, her body count was 50, I wouldn't think anything of it. I'd think, lucky you. Go on, get in it. If I was talking to a boy though and they said it, I would be a bit wary, I'm going to be honest, but I mean, I think it's fine. How to spice up a relationship if it starts getting repetitive? This is going to be my last question. So, obviously when you're in a long-term relationship, it can get a bit, you know, dead. I think to spice it up, go on dates. Obviously we're in lockdown, so I think it, depending on the tier you're in, maybe go on like a car drive around date, a movie night date, you could go get a tent and sleep outside in the rain kind of day, outdoor movie date, film day, Netflix date. Ellis cooked us a meal and it was really cute. That can really help a relationship, like just going on dates or having home dates because of COVID. Definitely do that. And I think try and make the effort, have a chat with each other and both make the effort to kind of stop just knowing you've got each other, like still kind of like fight for each other in a way and flirt like you would have at the beginning, because it keeps it fresh. Sex wise, obviously is quite a key part of a relationship. Obviously if you don't want to spice things up, that's fine, but to do that, obviously you switch up your positions, get sexy shit, you know what I mean, get extra things to enjoy it, do you know what I mean, equipment. Sorry, that's getting a little bit weird, but yeah, just try and go back to how you did at the beginning to bring that spark back. But yeah, that is the end of the video. I really hope you enjoyed. If you want another part to this, I've got so many questions, so go ahead. And I literally love you all so much. I hope I've helped in any way. Yeah, I love you all. Mwah.